Welcome back to Better Radio Websites. I'm Jim Sherwood. Other than your primary on-air content like music, talk, that sort of thing, what is your station best known for? This week, we're talking about showcasing your station's unique strengths online. Yeah, every radio station has something that it's known for, a unique identity that sets it apart from everybody else in the market. Whether it's providing critical weather coverage, advocating community causes, or being the go-to source for local entertainment, this defining trait is your station's probably biggest strength. Outside of being, the top 40 station in town or the best country or whatever, it's this certain strength that sets you apart. Does your website proudly showcase this strength, whatever it is? When you do, it not only reinforces your station's branding, but it also helps you foster a deeper connection with your audience. Last week, I had this incredible opportunity to attend a State Broadcasters Association Bosslift event. What it did is it gave radio and TV personnel a firsthand look at the local National Guard in action. We flew down to a base in a Chinook helicopter and were greeted by their commanders. I mean, the whole day was unforgettable. At a museum down there, we were riding in tanks, simulated weapons training. It was just a day packed full of just education, and it was just a great time. And it reminded me of several years ago when a station I worked for, we covered the return of a local National Guard unit who had been on deployment. And they were gone for almost a year, and it was a really, really big deal for them to come back home. And while we were proud to showcase our connection to the community there, we rarely reflected those efforts on our website. I mean, yeah, we probably put a news story on about it, but really it was a missed opportunity to share the meaningful stories with our broader audience and to let the audience know that we were involved with our National Guard unit more than just that one day. Another station in our market, they're very active with the local children's hospital, but they only have a web presence that show that they're involved with the children's hospital during their yearly radiothon. The rest of the time, it's not really prevalent anywhere on their website. I think that's a missed opportunity because if you think about it, if you had a child that was in that children's hospital, wouldn't you want to listen to the station that made it their champion for the entire year rather than just that one little radiothon? That's what we're talking about. So let's talk about some best practices for showcasing whatever your station's unique strength is on your website. Number one is to identify what makes your station stand out. Start by asking, what do listeners associate with your station? Perhaps you're the trusted source for emergency and bad weather coverage. We have one of those stations here where if there's bad weather, everybody automatically turns to this radio station, even if they don't like particularly the music on this station, they will turn there because their bad weather coverage is better than everybody else. Is it supporting local causes like animal shelters, homelessness, farmers advocacy? I mean, it could be anything. Music festivals, concerts, local events, and like I said, military and veteran appreciation. Clearly define whatever this focus is and then set a foundation for how it should be presented online. We recommend number two is to dedicate a website section or page to whatever that strength is. Give your station's focus a home on your website. Are you the severe weather specialist? Think blizzards, hurricanes, tornadoes. Create a dedicated weather center page for forecast, emergency preparedness tips, recent updates, radar, cover the whole gamut and numbers, shelter information, that sort of thing. Are you community champions? Like highlighting community efforts like Make a Difference page, featuring photos, testimonials, and upcoming initiatives. Military and veteran appreciation. Feature a salute to service or hometown heroes page with local stories about local veterans. Cover military events like the Bosslift and the return homes. And then offer opportunities for listeners and local businesses to get involved as well. I mean, I'm thinking, how if you're going to get local businesses involved, you could, create sponsorship opportunities on these pages.
Looking to maximize your radio station's digital presence? Skyrocket Radio delivers custom websites and mobile apps built exclusively for radio stations by radio professionals. Our websites engage listeners and drive revenue, while the integrated apps keep your audience connected wherever they are. It's a complete digital solution designed to boost your station's reach and ad sales. To take your station's online experience to the next level, visit skyrocketradio.com.
Number 3 is use compelling visuals and multimedia. A picture or video speaks 1,000 words, and if your station is active in the community, document those moments. Share photos and videos from events, fundraisers, and special initiatives. Include audio snippets from on-air coverage related to whatever this focus is. Use banners and call to action on your homepage to highlight these features. Just don't set it over in the menu where it can be hidden and somebody's got to find it. Actually, make it a prevalent part of your homepage. And number 4 is to promote your focus through content throughout the year, not just once a year during the radiothon. Make blog posts and news articles about whatever efforts that you're involved with, or events and stories related to whatever your strength is. Create regular content around that, like podcast episodes. Dive deeper into whatever your station's focus is with interviews and stories throughout the year. And of course, social media integration. You're going to be sharing this content across your social media platforms with those compelling visuals and calls to action that drive visitors to your station website, where they're going to consume all of that information. And then number 5 is highlight partnerships and collaborations, sponsors. If your station works well with local organizations, showcase those partnerships prominently on these pages. Feature a section or page highlighting the organizations that you work with, like the local pet shelters, veterans groups, emergency response teams. Include testimonials and collaborative success stories on these pages. It doesn't have to be something that the station is involved in. If the local pet shelter gets a big donation or something like that, add it to these pages. And then number 6 is make it easier for visitors to engage and to interact, and encourage that. Include donation buttons, volunteer signups, event calendars for community-focused initiatives. Provide direct links to on-air segments, podcasts, and real-time news updates. And then add interactive features like polls, quizzes, and comment sections related to whatever this focus is. And then number 7 is to maintain consistency across all of your platforms. Your website is just one piece of the puzzle. Reinforce your station's identity by aligning it with your, of course, social media profiles. You're always going to be linking back to the website, sharing that consistent messaging and visuals. You're going to be talking about the website on air with your live broadcast. And then you're going to be sending out the newsletter campaigns, direct subscribers to specific sections of your website that emphasize whatever your station's focus is. Events like this Bosslift thing that I was involved with last week, it's a perfect example about how a radio station can build content around a key focus. A news post with an audio clip and a photo gallery, yeah, that's a great start, but consider taking it further. If your station actively supports military or veterans causes or pet shelters, or you're the place where if bad weather breaks out, you're it, create a dedicated section on your website where listeners can explore ways to get involved, stay informed, contribute to related whatever that you're doing. This approach not only is going to highlight your station's commitment, but it's also going to strengthen your connection with the community. It's something that they can search for. They may be searching for pet shelter for that, or the children's hospital. If they have a kid at that children's hospital, and yeah, they may be searching for the hospital link or whatever, but if your station shows up in those search results, well, obviously they want to listen to you because you're supporting the hospital that their kid might be at, or that the animal shelter that they support. Hopefully this information helps you. You got to really think about your station website as an extension of your personality and your station mission. By clearly defining and showcasing what your station is best known for, you're going to solidify your place in the hearts and minds of your audience. Now, so use those strengths to create a memorable, engaging, and impactful online presence that's going to keep your listeners coming back to your station, either online or listening over their radio. They're going to keep them coming back for a whole lot more. So that's really, really what it's all about, to always have all of these different touch points, whether it be online or on air, where somebody who is passionate about something can associate your radio station with it and then become a bigger listener and advocate for your radio station. All right. So hopefully this information is helping you. If it is, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know some things that you'd like to see in upcoming episodes. After 162 episodes, you'd think we cover almost everything to do with a radio station website, but everything is constantly changing. So we want to be there for you. All right. Hopefully this information helps you. If it has, let us know, like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And we so much appreciate you. Have an awesome week online making your radio station website better. We'll see you next time.